Personality and genetics. Personality and genetics are closely connected, and understanding this relationship helps explain why people behave, think, and feel the way they do. Personality refers to the patterns of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that remain fairly stable throughout life. Some people are naturally more confident, while others are more cautious. Some enjoy social gatherings, while others prefer quiet environments. These differences are not random. They develop from a combination of genetic influences and life experiences. In simple terms, personality is shaped partly by what a person is born with and partly by what a person learns from the world. Genetics provide the basic blueprint for personality. When a child is born, they already carry certain tendencies passed down from their parents. These tendencies influence traits such as temperament, emotional reactions, sensitivity, and natural preferences. For example, some babies are calm and easily soothed, while others react strongly to loud noises or unfamiliar people. These early differences are signs of genetic influence. Even before a child can speak or understand the world, their nervous system responds in ways that reflect inherited traits. Scientists refer to these early patterns as temperament, and temperament often becomes the foundation of adult personality. Twin studies have provided strong evidence for the genetic basis of personality. Identical twins share the same genetic makeup, while fraternal twins share only half. When identical twins grow up in different environments but still show similar personality traits, it indicates that genes play a major role. Many studies have shown that traits such as openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and emotional stability have significant genetic components. However, genetics do not determine personality completely. They only provide a starting point, and environment shapes how these traits develop over time. One interesting aspect of personality and genetics is how genes influence sensitivity to the environment. Some individuals inherit a more reactive nervous system, which means they feel emotions more intensely or respond more strongly to stress. Others may inherit a calmer system that makes them less reactive. These differences do not make one person better or worse than another. They simply describe how people naturally process experiences. For instance, a highly sensitive individual may be more empathetic, creative, and observant, but may also become overwhelmed more easily. Someone less sensitive may handle pressure calmly but may overlook emotional details. Genetics influence these tendencies, but experiences shape how they are expressed. Another important concept is that genes often interact with environmental factors rather than acting alone. A person may inherit a tendency toward anxiety, for example, but whether they develop an anxious personality depends on their upbringing, relationships, and life events. Similarly, someone may inherit natural confidence, but if they grow up in a harsh environment, their confidence may weaken. This interaction is known as gene-environment interplay. It means that genes set the stage, but life writes the script. People are not controlled by genetics, and they are not shaped completely by experience. Instead, personality emerges through the constant dialogue between nature and nurture. Genetics also influence how the brain is structured and how it functions. Different personality traits are connected to different brain systems. For example, extrovert individuals tend to have a more active reward system, which makes them enjoy social interactions and seek excitement. Introverted individuals often have a more sensitive arousal system, which makes them prefer calm environments. People high in neuroticism may have a more reactive fear system, which makes them more sensitive to stress or negative events. These differences are partly inherited, showing how deeply genetics shape the emotional and cognitive foundations of personality. At the same time, life experiences play a powerful role in shaping personality. Childhood environment, parenting styles, friendships, culture, education, and even random life events influence how genetic tendencies develop. A child who inherits a shy temperament may become confident if supported by warm, encouraging caregivers. Meanwhile, a child who inherits a bold temperament may become aggressive if raised in a hostile or unstable environment. The way people interpret their experiences also shapes personality. Two individuals may face the same situation but respond differently based on their genetic and environmental influences. Genes also influence personality indirectly by shaping interests and preferences. A child naturally drawn to books may spend more time reading, which strengthens intellectual abilities and curiosity. A child drawn to physical activity may become more confident in social or competitive settings. Over time, these choices become part of personality. People tend to seek environments that match their genetic tendencies, which reinforces their traits. This process is called niche picking, meaning individuals choose paths that feel natural to them, gradually strengthening the personality traits aligned with their genetics. Another aspect of personality and genetics involves evolution. Over thousands of years, human beings developed a wide range of personality traits because different traits were useful in different environments. Some communities needed risk-takers to explore unknown areas. Others needed cautious individuals to protect the group. Some needed leaders who could take charge, while others needed empathetic members who could maintain harmony. This diversity helped humans survive, and it continues to shape personality today. Genetic variation ensures that societies have a mix of thinkers, helpers, organizers, leaders, and innovators. Despite the strong influence of genetics, change is always possible. Personality is relatively stable, but it is not fixed. People can learn new behaviors, develop healthier habits, and reshape their patterns. A naturally anxious person can learn coping skills. A naturally impulsive person can develop self-control. A naturally shy person can improve social confidence. Genetics create tendencies, not destinies. With effort, support, and self-awareness, people can grow beyond their inherited patterns. Understanding the role of genetics in personality helps reduce judgment. It reminds people that differences in temperament, behavior, and emotional reactions are often built into the nervous system. It encourages compassion toward oneself and others. It also highlights the importance of supportive environments, because nurturing conditions help genetic strengths flourish and reduce the impact of genetic vulnerabilities. Personality is a beautiful combination of nature and nurture. It comes from the unique mix of inherited traits and lived experiences. Each person carries patterns shaped by ancestors but also reshaped by personal choices and challenges. This blend creates individuality, giving every human being a distinct way of thinking, feeling, and relating to the world. Recognizing this complexity deepens understanding of human behavior and encourages a more accepting and thoughtful approach to relationships. If you found this article informative and helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can support future content and help the channel grow.